It all started one day after Tom heard about Becky Thatcher going down to see St. Louis with the judge. It just worked on him thinking about her down there having fun.
Time is slipping away in him. Getting older and older, Huck. There's no wars breaking out, no continents to explore. No way a man could make a name for himself. And now Becky exploring. What an outrage.
I heard tell the St. Louis paper's been talking about some kind of balloon up there. Suppose Becky'll see it, but probably not.
Phew, that's it!
What?
All the continents and stuff. Been discovered by Christopher Columbus. But for certain sure, nobody's charted the skies.
What the Samuel you carrying on about?
The balloon in the papers near St. Louis.
What about
Oh, you couldn't see an adventure hanging from the end of your nose.
Huh?
Full steam ahead!
Get your paper right here. I'll hit it coming. Entry.
The countryside was humming because of the balloon. And folks said there was a comet heading our way.
Doomed, my tender. Wow. A punch lost, I could not find it with a dog.
Great guns.
Amazing.
Surely, Mr. Twain, you aren't fool enough to actually travel in that fantastic contraption.
The man with a new idea is a fool until the idea succeeds.
Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn. Whatever are you doing here?
Nothing.
Why, Becky Thatcher, land sakes, what a coincidence. You've been here the same time as Huck and me.
Isn't he grand? I got up close so I could see, and he stopped. He let me shake his hand.
You shook his...
Well, that's nothing. He's invited us to be the first inspectors of his balloon.
Is that just some more of your hot air, Tom
Come,
Sawyer?
step lively, Huck. We'd best be getting aboard. So long, Becky.
Or
Tom.
commit suicide with.
Where you really going in that thing, Mr. Twain? Going traveling?
Travel has no longer any charm for me. I've seen all the foreign countries I care to see, except for heaven and hell, and I have only a vague curiosity as concerns one of those. No, friends, I go to meet the comet.
He's not really going to do it.
Yes, indeed, I surely plan to.
But that's dangerous.
Come on, Huck. Come on, hurry up.
You're nothing but a liar and a stowaway, Tom Sawyer. You too, Huck Finn.
Yes, that's
You
right.
mustn't.
Halley's Comet. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835 when I was born, and I expect to go out with it. Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Welcome to the hurricane net.
It stopped. Whoopee, let's go.
I'm trying to reach this thing. Be careful, Tom. Tom, where are you?
Great Scott! What a contraption! What? Huck?
Look at that, Tom.
I thought I saw someone.
Gee willikers.
Look at this. Wow. Huck?
Uh-oh.
Whoopee! We're on our way!
Oh, no. Great Scott, we gotta get off.
What's the matter with you? Now I'll be celebrated. Tom Sawyer, the aeronaut. Ha! That'll show that Becky Thatcher.
Show her what? Caught you out, didn't I, Tom Sawyer? You are stowaways.
Becky, you're no balloon inspector.
Neither are you. Ooh, are you ever gonna catch it when your Aunt Polly gets a hold of it?
Boys, Tom, Huck,
Mark Twain!
and Becky Thatcher.
How do you know our name?
Hello, my angel fish. More every day you remind me of my wife, Livy, God rest her. Same combination of innocence and sand. Same carefree laugh of a girl.
What happened to Livy, Mr. Twain?
To the helm, we've work to do.
Mr. Twain, there's been some kind of an accident. I think, a miscalculation.
Not by a considerable sight.
But we're taking off.
Gee, what a view.
How are we gonna get down?
You keep a tight tongue, Huck. This is bully up here, Mr. Twain.
This is glorious.
Did we ever strike it lucky? How high are we?
How are we gonna get back down?
Down is not our destination, my boy.
Oh, no.
You mean we're...
Where are we going?
To Haley's Comet.
Haley's Comet? Wicked.
Burned to a crisp.
It'll be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't meet up with that comet. Have a look back here.
Man's plumb crazy.
I want to show you something.
Well, I'm not. You stick with me.
See here, we cross the Atlantic, catch this trade wind to where the comet's parabola comes close to the Earth, or close enough.
How come a writer knows so much about piloting and navigating?
'Cause long before I was a writer, I was a Mississippi riverboat pilot.
Oh.
Say, that's an uncommon fine frog.
Well, that's Homer.
You know, 'twas a frog like Homer that put me in the writing business. I wrote a story about the celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County. That's right here, home of Jim Smiley and his famous frog, Donald Webster.
Famous frog? Will you tell me what in tarnation a frog could do to get itself famous?
Oh, Tom.
I've been trying everything I know, and I ain't even a little bit famous yet.
Well, I'll tell you all about him, just as it was told to me. What a fella, that Jim Smiley, always betting on anything that turned up. Only thing is, he made sure he won every bet. He catched a frog one day and took him home and said he'd calculate to educate him.
All a frog wants is educating, and he can do most anything.
So he never done nothing for 3 months. Sat in his backyard and learned that frog to jump. You bet he did learn him, too.
All right, Daniel. Let's just see how far you can go. Come on back now. One for accuracy. Woo-wee.
Smiley knew a sucker when he saw one.
What might that be you got in the barrel?
Might be a parrot, might be a canary, maybe, but ain't. It's only just a frog.
So it is. What's he good for?
Well, he's good enough for one thing, I should judge. He can outjump any frog in Calaveras County.
Well, I don't see no pints about that frog is any better than any other frog.
Maybe you just don't understand frogs. Anyway, I got my opinion, and I'll just rest $40 that he can outjump any frog in Calaveras County.
Well, I'm only a stranger here. I ain't got no frog. But if I had a frog, I'd bet you.
That's all right. I'll go get you a frog.
hungry, Frog?
Smiley went to the swamp and slopped around in the mud for a long time.
Another one.
Finally, he fetched a frog and fetched him in to give him to this fella.
You, Ricky!
Here he comes.
There's your frog.
Put my money on Smiley's frog.
Me too.
Count me in.
Now then, if you're ready, set him alongside of Dano with his forepaws even with Dano's, and I'll give the word. All right, on your marks, get set, get. Come on, get, go. Get in there, boss. Make it. What's your name, Ricky? Will you start jumping? Oh, hurry up. I said get. Get over there. Get off that stone line! Get going! Get off that line! Get
Jump, Frog! Go ahead. We won, Frog.
What do you mean you won?
Blame it, Smiley. That was the last $40 I had.
Well, as I said before, I don't see no pints about that frog is any better than any other frog.
I do wonder why in tarnation that there frog just give up. Wonder if there ain't something the matter with him. Appears to look mighty baggy somehow. Why, blame my cats if he don't weigh 50 pounds. Oh, I've been hornswoggled.
He was the maddest man. He took out after that fella, but he never catched him.
Shucks, I could write a better story than that.
Tom!
That's what I said myself when I heard it. It was a big success, all the same. I became a writer. I haven't worked a day since.
Now that's a job I'd like to get.
If you get out of here alive.
There she is.
How come you want to catch that comet so bad, Mr. Twain?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. The comet and I are a part of the plan, Angelfish. No doubt the Almighty has said here goes those two unaccountable freaks. They came in together. They must go out together. Here, set your eyes on this celestial schooner. Now, ain't that a heart-warming spectacle?
It's beautiful. Well, Tom and Huck and I, well, see, we're not so sure
that I know what I'm doing up here?
What?
Well, Angelfish is just like piloting a river. You get to know the shape of it. Like following a hall at home in the dark. And even if you feel some fear, you know no harm can come to you. Because you traveled that hallway 100 times. Nothing but bare feet and faith.
What are we gonna do? You know your own self. We gotta find a way off of this here balloon, Tom Sawyer. Adventure or no? Okay, now hold on. Over here. Over there. Well?
I got a plan. Just starting to brew.
Well, what is it?
First, we gotta get Becky off. She talks too much. Can't keep a secret. So me and Huck was thinking we should set her down and let Becky off. Things are liable to get pretty rough.
There is nothing comparable to the endurance of a woman.
But this is different, Mr. Twain. We're aeronauts and girls don't belong.
Aeronauts.
She would have to horn in on this expedition.
Whoa, to the main deck. There's that thing again.
Come on, let's go investigate.
Tom, where are you going?
This is really amazing.
Gives me the creeps.
Table of contents.
Welcome to the complete works of Mark Twain. This is the Indexavator. Choose your story and proceed to the correct floor.
Let's have a look around.
Okay, now, Tom, I gotta know about this secret plan if we're gonna be partners.
Okay, we're gonna watch and learn just the most we can about flying this here balloon.
Welcome to Engine Jump.
Look! That was close. I don't ever want to meet that guy again. He was scary.
Well, what then?
Huh?
Well, what you said. After we learn the most we can about this here balloon.
Welcome to the library billiard room.
Have you ever seen a place like this, Huck?
Tom, where are you going? Listen here, Tom. I want... Huh?
Look at all this. What a contraption.
Tom, I gotta know about the plan.
Guess those must be the classics everybody's always talking about.
What's a classic?
Something everybody wants to have read, but nobody wants to read.
Library billiard room.
Oh, here you are.
Doggone it.
What you guys doing? Oh, what's this thing do?
Go ahead, give it a try. That's my monument to Adam and Eve.
There she goes again.
Thanks. They're naked.
So are we all the day we're born. But we learn to be modest. Not all over. Just in places. But it's just as well, I suppose. Naked people have little or no influence in society.
The way I heard it, that Eve caused nothing but trouble.
Well, I heard that each found the other a considerable nuisance. In the beginning. Perhaps you would be interested in my research.
Yes, sir, I surely would.
And so would I.
Well, have a look here.
The Diary of Adam and Eve. Huh.
It all started with the world's first birthday party.
There. Oh, this is nice. Oops. What am I doing? There. Okay. This is good. This is cute. Oh, what a surprise. He's gonna love this place. Adam, this is for you. Adam.
Oh, yeah. No.
Adam.
Oh, what is?
Adam.
What?
It's for you.
Hello?
Oh, no.
What?
Aha! Oh! Ah! Ooh! What? Hmm? Hmm. Okay. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh, oh. Ah. Aha. Oh, 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 here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
This was truly paradise, and Adam figured to keep track of it all. But as it turned out, someone else was keeping track of paradise as well.
Oh, no. Saturday! I think it is a man. I had never seen one, but it looked like one. I feel more curiosity about it than about any of the other reptiles. It has frowsy hair, no hips, and tapers like a carrot. So I think it is a reptile, though it may be architecture. I was afraid of it at first, for I thought it was going to chase me. But it was only trying to get away. I waited a good while, then gave it up and went home. Sunday. Today, the same thing. I've got it up a tree again. It is resting, I suppose. It looks to me like the creature is more interested in resting than anything else. Oh
no.
It was trying to catch the speckled fishes that play in the pool, and I had to clod it to try to make it go up the tree again and let them alone.
This new creature is a good deal in the way. I wish it would hang out with the other animals and leave me alone. The new creature eats too much fruit. This morning, found it trying to shake apples out of that forbidden tree.
Wanting to make friends, I tried to get him some of those apples. I failed, but I think the good intention pleased him.
Oh, where's my ladder?
During the last day or two, I have taken the work of naming things off his hands. He is evidently very grateful.
The new creature says it looks like grass. That is not a reason. It is imbecility and high-handed, it seems to me. Everything's named before I can lodge a protest. I get no chance to name anything myself.
He has no gift in that line. I do not let him see that I'm aware of his defect.
The naming goes recklessly on in spite of anything I can do. My life is not as happy as it was. Sunday. The new creature says its name is Eve. That's all right. I have no objections. Says it's to call it Eve when I want it to come. In that case, I said it was superfluous.
This morning, he used a surprisingly good word.
Yes, it is a large good word and will bear repetition. Superfluous. Superfluous.
Where did he get that word? I don't think I've ever used it.
Superfluous. Yeah, I like that. Friday.
She took to beseeching him to stop going over the fall, but they had no other use that he could see.
I went over the falls in a barrel. Not satisfactory to her. Went over in a tub. Still not satisfactory. What I need is a change of scene. I escaped last night. But she hunted me out. We'll immigrate again when the occasion offers. Sunday.
For Adam, Sunday was getting to be more and more trying. It was selected and set apart as the day of rest.
I go to the water when I need someone to talk to. It is a good friend to me, and my only one. It talks when I talk. It is sad when I am sad, and it comforts me with sympathy.
She nearly strangled and said it was most uncomfortable. This made her sorry for the creatures that live there, which she calls Fosh.
Fish!
I don't see that they are any happier than they were before. Only quieter.
He is avoiding me and seems to wish I would not talk to him. So I made friends with the animals.
She thinks that things aren't right.
Voila!
The buzzard, for instance. She thinks it was intended to live on decayed flesh. But we cannot overturn the whole scheme to accommodate the buzzard.
They both should fall, or they both should fly. I don't know which. One of these is a fake.
Congratulations, my dear. You have discovered the law of gravity.
Why, so I have. I always say it's best to prove things by actual experiment, or you'll never get educated. Don't you agree?
Oh, I do indeed. Knowledge is not easily come by, but there is a fine adult education course nearby if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Really?
She is taken up with the snake. And I'm glad because the snake talks, and this enables me to get some rest.
But he advised her to keep away from that tree. He told her it would bring death into the world.
But that's wonderful, Adam. They'll have fresh meat for the buzzards, and the lions and tigers can quit eating that ridiculous grass. Have you ever looked at their teeth, Adam? They aren't herbivores.
I foresee trouble. We'll immigrate.
He escaped and rode all night as fast as he could go, hoping to get clear of the garden and hide in some other country before the trouble over that apple should begin. I'll take her now. We've lost valuable time. As deckhands, you've got a lot to learn. Of course, training is everything. I mean, a cauliflower is just a cabbage with a college education. I'll show you the ropes later on. You go down and get warm. Your cabbages.
I don't think we're ever gonna get back home.
Oh, yes, we are. Tom's got a plan, don't you, Tom?
Huh? What?
Huh?
What in the... Aunt Polly?
Welcome to the adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Oh!
Polly? What's going on?
Where'd he go?
Oh, we're home. Oh, Huck, open the door. Hurry up.
That was close. She was gonna make me whitewash that old fence again.
Tom Sawyer, you chowderhead. Open that door.
If you want off so bad.
Where'd it go?
Close enough to home to bark our shins, and now it's gone.
Look, somebody's coming.
Oh, Mr. Twain.
What's the matter?
Welcome to the adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Am I already famous?
Don't you care about nothing else, you lummox?
Fame is a vapor. The only earthly certainty is oblivion.
Welcome to the mysterious stranger.
What?
Hello,
Who are you?
an angel.
What's your name?
Satan.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Only it's sure a sorry name for an angel.
Please, come in.
Magician.
Come on.
Amazing. It's like an island.
Did you see that? Mercy.
How do you learn to do that?
I didn't learn it at all. It comes naturally to me, like other curious things. Are you hungry?
Sure am.
What kind of fruit do you like the most?
Oranges.
Apples?
Grapes.
Ooh.
Huh?
Where'd he go?
What happened to him?
There. Oh, boy.
Can we help?
You may make some people.
I'll make the king and queen.
I'm gonna make a soldier.
Look at that little village.
There. Here's a buddy.
Now we'll give them life.
Moving.
Looks like my pap on Saturday night.
Wow.
Look, they're moving.
There's like regular people.
I find you humans quite interesting, even though you are a worthless, greedy lot. How annoying that sound is. Fools. What fascinations there are on this planet. Strange mortals with curious customs. We'll have a storm now, and an earthquake if you like. You must stand aside, out of danger.
You murdered him.
Never mind them. People are of no value. We could make more sometime, if we need them. Life itself is only a vision, a dream. Nothing exists save empty space, and you are but a thought.
I want to go home.
I reckon I'm getting out of here.
Not that way, Huck. Mr. Twain, close the door. Mr. Twain, close the door.
Remember your old friend, Injun Joe?
Mr. Twain, why did you do that?
I realize that from the cradle up, I have been like the rest of the race. Never quite sane at night.
But Mr. Twain,
Welcome to the damned human race.
That does it.
huh?
We're only waiting for the right moment now.
Right moment for what?
Yeah.
Becky, do you swear not to tell?
Sure.
On your grandmother's bones? Well, do ya?
Yeah.
We're gonna hijack this balloon.
What?
Hijack?
Can't you see it? Tom Sawyer, Aeronaut, saves airborne friends from Madman's Death Wish.
When, Tom?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so you line that up with the sun, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Twain? What's this?
Now, you be careful there. That's the central power panel. Ah, London. Right on schedule. Good thing, too. Comet won't be around again till I'm 150. By that time, I may have changed my mind.
All right, Scouts. What'd you uncover?
Well, the steering looks pretty easy.
I found the power thrusters, but I don't know.
Well, I've found a way to stop this ship cold. What's that?
Welcome to Mark Twain's notebook.
I reckon it's Mr. Twain.
I am the only man living who understands human nature. God has put me in charge of this branch office. When I retire, there'll be no one to take my place. I shall keep on doing my duty. But when I get over on the other side, I want to use my influence to have the human race drowned again. This time, drowned good. No omission. No arc.
Sometimes the old man seems powerful unhappy.
I think he's lonely.
I think he's asleep. Thunderation, we struck it lucky. This is our chance.
What?
Uh-oh.
We're gonna sashay on over there, hog-tie Mr. Twain, and hijack this here ship.
But
I don't think...
Don't be a couple of sissies in the face of real adventure.
Tom, is this necessary?
There. That ought to hold him.
Hey, don't set those keys there.
The key always has to be just out of the prisoner's reach, so he can plan his escape.
Confound it, that's foolish, Tom.
To the helm, aeronauts.
That's aeronauts.
Come on. Look! We had you all tied up.
Huh? No, that was just a little writer's block.
Never saw such escape artist.
You look about as disappointed as Presbyterians in hell.
You're thinking we're gonna die when we meet up with that comet. Suppose we do die. Is there truly a heaven or a hell?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to express an opinion. You see, I'd have friends in both places. Now consider old Captain Stormfield. Come on over here, Tom. I got something to show you.
Look at that.
Stormfield, is that you?
Why, ahoy there, Mark Twain.
Where might you be going?
I might. I most assuredly am going to heaven.
Ah, an optimist. Racing his own comet, too. Stormfield's a man with faith. Means he's willing to believe in what he knows ain't so.
What was that?
Well, quick, where are you from?
San Francisco.
Is it a planet?
Planet? Why, it's a city. And moreover, it's one of the biggest and the
Well,
finest.
that's delightful. But we don't deal in cities here. Where are you from in a more general way?
Beg your pardon. Put me down for California.
Is it a constellation?
Oh, my goodness, no. It's a state. I'm from America. The United States of America.
There ain't any such orb.
Orb? What are you talking about, young fella? It ain't an orb. It's a country. Why, America is one of the finest...
Once and for all, where are you from?
Just say I'm from the world.
What world?
Why, the world, of course.
The world. Well, there's billions of them.
Well, the one that has the sun and the moon and Mars, Neptune, Jupiter, Venus.
Hold on. Jupiter. Seems to me we had a man from there 800 or 900 years ago. Did you come straight here from your system?
Yes, sir.
That is not true. And this is no place for a fib. You wandered from your course. How did that happen?
Well, I'm sorry. I take back what I said. I confess. I raced a little with a comet one day. Only just the least little bit.
So,
only the tiniest little bit.
That divergence has caused all this trouble. Well, it's landed you at a gate that's billions of leagues from the right one. Oh, go on in. You'll be safe forever, and you won't have any more trouble. Next.
I'm off.
Well, quick, where are you from?
Well, I beg your pardon, mister, but ain't you forgot something?
Forgot something? Nothing that I know of.
Why, my harp, and my wreath, and my halo, and my hymn book, and my palm branch.
I never heard of these things before. Oh, trust me, you won't be conspicuous in this district without it.
Well, good day.
Well, look who's here.
You know, I begin to see that a man's got to be in his own heaven to be happy.
Oh, perfectly correct. Did you imagine that the same heaven would suit all sorts of people? Go that way. Oh, 1,000,000 leagues or so.
Well, thank you, sir.
So long.
Au revoir.
It's been swell. It's been grand.
Harp, handbook, air wings, halos,
Size 13.
Captain Eli Stormfield of San Francisco.
You betcha.
Make him out a clean bill of health and let him in.
Show me a cloud. I'm all right now. I think. Oh, sorry. forgot. Shh. First be quiet.
A harp, a hymn book, and wings? Good God, what a swindle. I'm led to consider a different path. Heaven for climate, hell for company.
Either way, you gotta die to get there.
Land sakes! Set her back!
What's that?
Ah, the Sphinx.
Nothing to be afraid of. It's only the fangs.
That Sphinx.
Now, with the right wind, we should go aloft right here. The comet is still some time off. Best we should impose on this great beast to secure our anchor.
We're cooked. That's the end. We're gunners.
There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. Except an old optimist. Let's see. We'll have to wait to ascend until exactly 6 o'clock.
So when the alarm goes off, the knife cuts the rope, and the axe smashes the... Shh.
What?
Thought I heard him coming.
Nah, it's only Homer.
I think Dad ought to do it.
Why don't we just take the axe and smash it now?
What's the good of a plan that's no more trouble than that? Timing's everything. You heard Mr. Twain. 6 o'clock. Come on.
My good old ancestor Adam. How deep a debt of gratitude we owe to Adam and Eve. They brought death into the world.
The diary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We never finished Adam and Eve's story.
Oh, that's right.
I guess we have time.
Sure, we've got plenty of time.
Let's see, where were we? Oh, yeah, Eve had just eaten the apple and rearranged the world a little. After the disaster, Adam found a place outside the garden and was fairly comfortable for a while.
I was not sorry she came. There are but meager pickings here, and she brought some of those apples. It was against my principles. But I find that principles have no real force except when one is well fed. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. I find she's at least a companion. I would be lonely and depressed without her now that we've lost our property. Tuesday. She says it is ordered that we will work for a living hereafter. She will be useful. I will superintend.
Oh.
What is it?
Fire!
How do you know?
It looks like fire. It annoyed him that I should know, and he must ask.
How did it come?
I made it!
What are these?
Coals. He picked one up, but changed his mind and put it down again. Then he went away. Nothing interests him.
I was mistaken about her in the beginning. Perhaps it is better to live outside the garden with her than inside without her.
Would you like to see my etchings?
Eve calls it Cain. I believe she caught it in the timber. It's a new and different kind of animal. A fish, perhaps. Sometimes she carries it in her arms half the night when it complains and wants to get to the water. I have never seen her do this with any other fish, and it troubles me greatly. I have come to like Sundays. Superintending all the week tires the body so. I have not seen a fish that could laugh. This makes me doubt.
I do not love Adam on account of his brightness, though I think in time it will develop. He is self-educated and really knows a multitude of things, but none of them are true.
It isn't a fish. In my judgment, it is either an enigma or some kind of bug. I never had a thing perplex me so. Perhaps I could take it apart and see what its arrangements are. It is not a kangaroo. It is probably some kind of bear.
Mama! Papa!
This resemblance to words is extraordinary, and is a thing which no other bear can do. This one will be less dangerous when it has company of its own species. I will make an exhaustive search.
Why do I love him? I guess just because he is a man and because he is mine.
It has been a weary hunt, yet I have had no success. But without so much as stirring from home, she has caught another one. I never saw such luck.
They were children. Adam and Eve discovered it in time. It was their coming in that small shape that puzzled them.
Abel is a good boy, but if Cain had stayed a bear, it would have improved him.
Whoa, what's going on?
It is my deepest hope that we may pass from this life together. But if
one of us must go first, let it be me. For he is strong, and I am weak, and am
not so necessary to her as she is to me.
Life without him would not be life.
How could I endure it? Wind in the east. I think we shall have rain. it's, Valentine.
Valentine? Where did you get that word?
It looks like a valentine.
It's a good word and bears repeating. The garden is lost, but I have found him and am content.
Wherever she was, there was Eden.
I'm tired and old. I wish I were with my Libby.
That's really why you want to meet the comet, isn't it?
And I am looking forward to that.
But, Mr. Twain, we're too young to die.
Die? Fiddlesticks, you're not gonna die.
But how are we going to get home?
As soon as I get to that comet, this vessel's all yours.
The ship!
You mean it? Oh.
Boy!
Oh, no.
Tom, the power... No.
Oh, no!
What in tarnation? The power! Dad, blame it! What's going on?
We smashed the power panel!
What?
We didn't know.
We're trapped in here. We can't get to the emergency power switch. The airbag will blow us all to hell.
Oh, no!
Come on, Sawyer. I ought to knock you up
The portal! Come on!
Tom, let me try. It's too small.
There must be a way.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Homer, he can do it.
Homer! Huck, this is serious.
I've been educating him. He can do most anything.
Oh, it's a chance in a million.
At least give him a try.
What else we got?
All right. Huck, the emergency power button is just inside the back rail, near the helm. 1 foot forward of the stabilizer control wheel.
And what's the distance between my hand and the stabilizer control wheel?
Oh, about 14 feet. 14.5 feet.
Okay, Homer, 14 and a half big ones as the crow flies. Inside the fence, hold the back flip so you can see the driver, then slide one big one due east.
What's that?
It's the pressure.
Oh, no.
Well, here goes. All right, Homer, one for accuracy.
Rat. He missed.
I knew he couldn't.
What are we going to do?
Homer! 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 Come on, you old toad! Hit the button! Homer! Homer!
By jings, he did it.
Yay, Homer!
Now, look
All right.
lively, you swags.
Let's go.
Explorers, name your name.
Huck Finn,
Becky
red-handed.
Thatcher,
And
Terror
Tom
of the
Sawyer,
Skies.
Eleanor.
To your battle stations.
Come on. Whoopee! Homer, you're a hero. Let's go. There it goes.
Damn, we missed it.
Let's catch it.
Aye, aye.
To starboard.
Okay.
Jettison the superfluous. Toss the typesetter. Worst damn investment I ever made. Shove the formal wear. I'm all I need. Hold on there. Keep that manuscript. Won't be published for years yet. We are fast rising from affluence to poverty. Commission the artillery thrusters.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, pour off the coal.
Yes, sir.
All hands lay to. Raise the stabilizers. Put some steam into them.
Stabilizers activated, sir.
Tom?
Yes, sir.
Lower the pressure valve.
Okay, we're catching it.
Here, let me help, Tom.
Meteor. Watch out ahead, sir.
Don't be afraid. Confidence protects children and idiots. Oh, it's true. I tested it.
I got it.
Whoa, we're hit. Fire up the handy retriever. Back the thrusters, one half.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We must be very careful.
Getting shallow. Murky.
Can't see.
Larboard lead there. To the sounding gun.
Yes, sir.
Sound out.
Mark 3. Mark 3.
Ahead 1/3.
Yes, Captain.
Halfway.
Starboard halfway.
That's too close. Good job. Ah!
Back 2/3.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come. Sound out.
Last swing. Port last swing.
Now stand by, Huck.
Now let her have it. Every ounce you got. Hang on.
Okay.
My dings, we done it.
We made it.
Doggone it. That was bully.
Great guns. That was well done. Cabbages to cauliflowers.
Yeah, okay, calm down, Homer.
Come on out and show yourself. There you go, scaring everybody again. You haunted me long enough. Let's get this over with.
Mark Twain.
What's going on?
How can there be two?
This is craziness.
Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody, if he can help it.
I've seen you before. You've been on this ship the whole time, haven't you?
Why don't we tie that other one up to keep him from going with you? He's such a rapscallion.
He must come with me, Tom. I'm not whole without him.
What about us?
You shall ably sail the Mark Twain around the world for a long time. You are a capable crew, and this ship, a large enough body of work that you may live forever, or long enough. My books are water. Those of the great geniuses are wine. Everybody drinks water. Let me see. There are a number of things I need to tell you before I go. Always obey your parents when they are present. Be respectful of your superiors, if you have any. Rise early, for it is the early bird that catches the worm. I once knew a man who tried it. Got up at sunrise. Horse bit him. It's time. I'm still considering whether to go. I have never seen an atom of truth that there is a future life. Yet I am strongly inclined to expect one. Anyway, don't be such a sissy in the face of a real adventure. Well, but I'm not as big a fool as Stormfield. If I can't swear, I won't stay.
Look! Mr. Twain, where's the comet going now?
To Eden, angel fish. Back to Eden.
I found this in Adam and Eve's diary. You can have it.
Yeah, well, I found these.
The human race, in all its poverty, has only one truly effective weapon: laughter. Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand.
Okay, now, level her out.
Well, this was one adventure Mr. Twain wouldn't get around to writing.
Steady as you go.
So I figured to get it all down before I forgot a single thing.
Let me help you write it, okay? After all, I am pretty much the hero.
Well,
And when it's done, we'll get it to a publisher, just like Mr. Twain. And then we're
You're
gonna...
asking for it, Huck.
Okay, ready? The Adventures of Mark Twain by the great, famous, world-renowned, celebrated author and aeronaut, Tom Sawyer.
Flash of comet fire, coming to find you, almost blinded by the light. His destiny was clear. The comet leaves today, and Eden waits tonight. Chasing the